If you saw my last video, we were talking about what's going on with Nancy Kelsey as she and her pioneer group are traversing from Missouri to California in 1841. I have good news. Hope prevails, okay? Imagine going through the challenges and heartbreak that Nancy and her pioneer party endured. The main thing was getting there. She tried to get a real grasp of their prospects. Farmwife that she was, she knew stock, and she could see that the party's horses, mules, and oxen were losing condition. The settlers had long gone through whatever grain they brought for the horses. The oxen never really had anything but what they could forage for themselves every day. The steady hard work without ample fodder was breaking the beasts down. Their bodies hung down from the racks of their backbones and hips, and every night, turned loose to graze, they wandered far from the camp in their struggle to fill their bellies. Some of them were limping. Some spent most of their time lying down and were harder and harder to rouse. Nancy had the power of perseverance. Would you survive traversing thousands of miles with just horses, mules, and oxen? These animals roamed far and wide every night, struggling to fill their bellies. It's like when you've had a long, hard day at work and come home to an empty fridge. But here's the interesting part. They had hope. They believed they could resupply when they reached Fort Laramie, located in present-day Wyoming, just like finding an oasis in a desert. They finally made it 3 days after passing Chimney Rock, towering over the North Platte River Valley and one of the most famous high points on the Oregon Trail. They had left the plains, and the Rockies stood before them. Imagine reaching the peak of a mountain after a grueling climb. That's how they must have felt. Why am I telling you this? Because it's a perfect example of how hope and perseverance can get us through the toughest situations. Whether you're dealing with a difficult project at work or trying to stick to a fitness routine, remember the settlers and how good you have it compared to them. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video where we learn more about what happened to Nancy and her pioneer party when they reached Fort Laramie.